president.
Is dangerous.
Nobody is asking them. So when I feel this pain, say Obiba, Abaya Bakunu didn't feel do what 18 years. And wako to aba for the first time. Ya boni ne yemu tue kuno. Ghana for ye din hwe. Eye hwe han. Obi abie na na Rawlings no ye wudini okuwuni ana wo se. We are judge. They said the Ecoso Supreme Court need the Ecoso Ghana ha. Ekwasi achema Ecoso yi. Na se obi ba chi kokun a. What the pakro we save Ghana democracy and we kwasia. Let me just use PDS for the example, just so that at least I know na the most common thing a Ghana for nyina say. Did it ever happen or was it ever recorded say a baby buyer utimi ye bold can say me first state asset na ma privatizing in the name of family and friends na me di agigi o man for prepaid sika ohiani wa ni prepaid asan wokono akoto kakra aguso na sika na koto akufo do ni na yonkofo ni nuanum futuom na busuafo futuom company na omu bie ne bepem ne yen so obi apachi
they brought fake documents.
Company no esan say akufo wono wasa weaponize the court ene wa criminalize speech intino wono atimi asesan kofa akogu court wa o me part of the criminal syndicate amene no sankofo no ya o mo say ye friend judge utimi hu obi atimi se ni tie si ne konso no won say fata woni nimdie bia utimi de judge but because or part of the syndicate in na court was say or judge and he's taking dictates from the Akufo-Addo Bawumia-led government. Etienne me no ka say PDS omoya akronfo company no criminals omo aform company no omo atimi aye bold akoko to say sika na omo agigi yen Ghana for prepaid sika die no ayo omo adia. They are in court. I'm telling you as we speak. It is sometimes if you sit and analyze the history of June 4, now they just suppose a dear cosu nay ehua. Now me ano sometimes it would dear me when say ye nyasa kuku drew for Rawlings. Amana sheki ne ho. Ya na me no ka say me betway. Me dey say me hu me ho say me ebema. Because me can't say nyame animonyam say Akufo-Addo no mo na nyame ase say me nyo sojani me omo na nyame ase me kama ye coup me na
My never say ma PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo
you were till for aha PENDREAM TV mpacho onim say the news na talk for man the bro news ya oba beti mpacho so wa dwen kire bia na so wa dwen kire fa news bia ya present your platform we so for your voice note na fa send here I was 0277 128777 the debate to PENDREAM FM so magana for nyina ti won kan yenko ti en story the bro
ni ya June 4th
yo ma menchia tiefo na menchia ahwefo nso aw magibre etie yen ehwe yen na awie yi ewe afidie batan wonu fotabraba obia enuma no eso menchia ona emu abaso nso na adwuma so a oyeboa o my Ghana
that's ye cha commander so
commander so yeah chiano so on am mu banti
okay
na no tu da kon me no kwenya me anim ni my understanding of June 4 in the past no
yeah
assessor
okay
assessor because kaneno na madwe ye me say June 4 uprising no na say revolution no na eye ade eye to trust them yeah mempenye tabimamin kebi entumu and now I had a very, very different opinion about June 4th. Now, I sometimes say, me MPP for P they don't seem to see anything wrong with MPP, even when Omoan Kasabrabo are being negatively impacted and affected by Amemu Bonia Ekosuya. Ayana metu ana ekomechi ana makai say I have ever been like them. Na yama yourself no I want my way no. Emma ye very fanatic. Na fanatism idea it is odo. Nse odo nifra asusie. Se nka wo hu se unua baabi edo be ma bi a hu se be ma we pa de enka ne nka menua ba ni dofo kranke ya na o hwe that pain na ukomu as be ma owo nua ba ana se eja o awo ne baba kwasiampani bi be ma bi adada oba no ama ene ne ba no ate ahwe ne dom na o hwe saa oba no a ontimi hu de wu hu efa be makro ho a wate ahwe ne dom a saa na mayosem no etie se obi MPP ni na odone party na enioma esisie wa mamu boni ya ekufo adode animu ohu ne ekoso na odaso agidi se sama yoku no ankasansan breaki 8 when of course se ene manu sisum na kan so se koba se ekufo ado ene bawomia nyame mpangu na bonsam emfemfra wama breaki 8 na enye na epoku pe ene be sofa in fact omo a ene omo bre kese pa eni kwansen ko omo bre ne so omo bre no efa kese na ye MPP fo ena wiei ena madamfo girl bi a o ye MPP ni pa yakoye busua yonko no text me message bi say o here 50 Ghana cedis a free me ho there's man for 50 Ghana na amre na obeto aba ma MPP bio do you understand the point I will make, you know? Just so that I will be punished. What must I say?
Yes.
So say me man of 50 Ghana na obeto aba ma MPP. Sabi ena ema yemu bia na yedi amayuko MPP achi in the past. Yejidie wa mayosemu about partisan politics no. Amaye nya the clearer understanding of why there was a revolution in 1979.
Mami announced the presence of Uncle Rexoma.
Okay. Pacho.
Yeah.
Chairman. Yeah,
chairman.
Yes.
Chairman Kwaba.
My understanding in the past was different. Now, after taking the opaque glasses and up a shamino of my eye, no. Yeah, me understanding why Rawlings did what he did, no. In fact, sometimes I feel say Rawlings demands of us some form of an apology. I was saying June 4th biya no krano. Yade Rawlings Day ewo Ghana ha. Now you celebrating the person Jerry John Rawlings late. I was saying ye nka ye dumu a enko man no nyina apart from Nkrumah ye ka the most heroic entity or ohia celebration I was saying Rawlings.
because sɛ impo sinto bi ba Rawlings abrem wabra June 4 uprising ne revolution no ekoso a enesa sinto no Akufo-Addo ama Rawlings aye saint Akufo-Addo ama Rawlings akron wa medin Rawlings no aye edin a esubi eni omanwe mu esan say yesi ewudie say yesi edien na yemu say ho say die nti na June 4 bai me na me mpa hu in the past but nyame adom say me abode foforo amemo bone a echen Akufo-Addo die yehu bi dawo sabre no na amemo bone a na ekoso no etise Akufo-Addo die 1% 1% krono ana ekoso ewa amemo a na on ekwan a liman fa so ne nkofo ekwan a even at that time Rawlings will pay free ne way your friend is saying prison hono Sanyo money ni nyoma see in the past they say a baby was corrupt no sa nyoma corruption are discussing in the past even till Mahama Efra Bemu no Akufo-Addo were trained more than 1,000%. It is all this somewhere a course a free and chroma pencil ebe pim John Mahama pencil. What can you na crabomua? Akufo-Addo atwam chronobo bese ohamu chichemu apem 1,000%. Eti sometimes we dey at the mention of revolution no MPP ni bi ti baby a niyem timi hye no because ohun ni say we are far more due for revolution than ever.
Yeah.
Than ever. And
we've crossed all the red flags.
Just say yatra.
Yeah.
When it's about nepotism.
Yeah.
When it's about say yes say chrono aba abemu emim greed. Say yes say obi timi shed that bopo say obe capture what belongs to the state. Let me just use PDS for the example, just so that at least I know that the most common thing a Ghana for you say. Did it ever happen or was it ever recorded? Say a baby buyer utimi ye bold can say me first state asset. Nama privatizing in the name of family and friends. Nama diadiji or man for prepaid sika. Uhieni wa ni prepaid asan okono akoto kakra eguso na sika na koto Akufo-Addo ni na yonkofo ni nuanum futuom na busuafo futuom company na omu bie ne bepem ne yen so obi apachi
They brought fake documents.
company no esan say Akufo-Addo wono wasa weaponize the courts ene wa criminalize speech intino wono atimi asesa nkofo akogu court wa o me part of the criminal syndicate amene no sankofo no ya o mo say ye friend judge utimi hu obi atimi se ni tie si ne konso no won say fata woni nimdie bia utimi de judge but because or part of the syndicate in na court was say or judge and he's taking dictates from the Akufo-Addo Bawumia led government. Etienne me no ka say PDS omoya akronfo company no criminals omo aform company no omo atimi aye bold akoko to say sika na omo agigi yen Ghana for prepaid sika die no eyo omo adia. They are in court, I'm telling you as we speak. It is sometimes if you sit and analyze the history of June 4 now the juxtapose a dear koso nei ehua na me ano sometimes it would dear me hu ni say ye nya sa kokodrufo Rawlings ama na sheki ne ho ya na me no ka se me metuoi me den se me hu me ho se me bema because me ka se nyame ani monyam se akufo do no mu na nyame ase se me nyo sojani me omo na nyame ase me ka na yeku me na poku se me sojani ya me wo barracks na me tie de ekoso hwe de ekoso ene de ekoso akufo do etimi aye ne ho se ono ye se bi ka obi anka bi no e ka me na hu se you will be a friend cut him to his size.
But the good news is that unye sojani. So let it rest.
Well, it's not a good news. It's a bad news to me.
No, but it's good for us because you sojani why you cool.
Me he come here.
Anything now unye sojani na.
So as citizens we are happy. Maybe good news to you.
So it's good news to us.
Yes, but
Rex.
Rex. No to you fine, but to you, but me dear. Nyame animu ni.
I think he wanted to make a
one of my regrets. It's one of my regrets.
You want to make a quick
because you see here Adia Rawlings here you know. So busa wo di na wo hwe and the caliber of leadership ayewo even political leadership crowd free wo religious leaders ayewo they are multi-millionaires because they are criminals in kasok unim se so fi ye kronfo otutu ni pabotom wo ye balawo wo didi e-levy akufo do koji e-levy be den wakoka onu sofo no oji e-levy woni dem sorry them otutu ni pabotom obu hiani buni kom jini sika sofo ye kronfo wo sorry a wo se sofo nkoka bi ma sa sofo na nkoka bi ma no ebede na wotimi ehunu yonko kronfo aka che menuas kronfo se kronfo wo ye kronfo dodo na jai.
Don't generalize it because most pastors not all of them
Ipacho
no so what generalize it as sofo nyina na kronfo but you have decent ones they may be few
and you can say some MPPs are thieves.
You
have to generalize it because and ye ka say betem bako and I say one me say nipa bako ne kodi fanti doctor na a friend fanti doctor
ba boni nti obi a woni din
na esa money nti ne che din me try me ntimi me ka say asofo obi wa bra me modin na so ye sofo na wonim se wonu asofo ye kronfo balawo tutubotom ni esa abai we botom de da board so bokro no jiga na fosi kadi na wakro no atumu a wo se me nka se asofo ni bi cheme de oye ni emoni din cheme bodi baako se asofo we de woye bodi baako ka we question to question
me myself na Isaiah
me se baako din sofo a wo fi se woye na me fa ni pie to meto abonten
Sudan aba
on de mi ni ho asem ka
da bi nya ne ho asem ka
mi ni ho asem
Kofi Odro is doing a marvelous job. No, but I think Uncle Rex want to make a quick intervention.
Me share etiefo nyina se me ba e ache na poku wasem na wo ka no fa bebre so no I understand your passion. Yes. But cool dear masa na me ka sem kiro enipa yesu eni ye ban na han de ka kire wo say the ono oba be yeku no on the oba o angel. The thing is coup emwa o my Ghana.
Yes.
The ye eno ne beboa o my Ghana because coup will take us 50 years back.
Anchoress ni ye you cannot move and say.
The ye no ne say under so-called democracy no matter how bad it is. Yet me try radio so near criticize ya ban.
Yeah.
Na your judicial system no matter how corrupt
you think we have
but it's just corrupt. We understand that.
And so
we have to
does it define the judiciary that you think
so that is what we have to fight.
So with judiciary na corrupt then you don't have judiciary.
What I'm saying is the structure is there. Look, be were perfect. Even your 3 forms of government, none of them is perfect. The question is there are limits. So to the mention say when it comes to military governance there are no rules. You bet me a shiao obi de na dwene mate so ye sikani so sikana unya no nam kwa papa so na unya enye papa. So the system is
but I want to find you I want to find you in a certain arena.
Okay.
If I find you, fine. If I don't, fine.
Okay.
Have you heard about the recent coup d'etats in Africa?
Oh yes.
Which one? If you have any one of them that you can condemn? Please tell me.
You see,
because where Tete Benjamin Bre any Tete enyansafo Bre ni nyina yebetimi analyze it. Nene se me hwe Niger pa the progress after the coup. Is in Burkina. No me hwe Burkina. Now ka tell me say me soldier ni mami koye coup a. Me di hu yawo. The only reason is that enya soldier for nyina na agimie. Hwe Rawlings ade a wo ye no. It was an intervention. Say ko anya e koma we enka wo minyi ni say enka wo when ba je
but listen ebi muso abuse
me ba mameka bi cho.
Yes, I'm saying say there were excesses.
Utie Rawlings
Ene coup na aba e wo Niger.
No.
Coup aba e wo your friend say Burkina. Coup aba baby bia no busa wo say ene busa wo
Listo
Ekufodo we president.
Listo
Who been a tell Ekufodo or president? I only resource so money president.
So Listo
who been a tell sir?
Listo a quick one but you tell me Listo
And now do you think say coup no? It has a definition.
So
the general citizenry can still make a coup.
Yes.
The coup no be the ekoto abey. Nearby vigilant. Ya make sure say they will not twist and
correct. I know the coup.
Me batomo. Because you see, the whole situation is say yes soldier for anytime bia sebe
bibi nkoyi
soldier for ntwitu a. And you might be an because at the end of the day, there's no guarantee say so you know treat you. I
don't even think say we should be preaching cuckoo.
No, it's out.
It's out.
Listen.
But man can say obi nenka. Oye soja me na me say
and nyame ado woje soja ni
me mahuni say me say nka be soja ni na me ku Ekufodo abaya enka Ghana for kombe no milkada
me say enka Ghana for ma I'm telling you ade a ku ba ye Ghana for hu ye say ubekoye ku Ghana for ma de prayer ni be chase
Uncle let's listen to this tape briefly Uncle Listo me bacho yentie nia Owura Eric Nyameche briefly Church of Pentecost one Asafo Penny. Please I don't know someone name. Yentie near Asafo Penny.
Beyond all that I've said, I want to offer just one suggestion to all of us who desire to have good name. You need to serve humanity. Now, the suggestion that I'm going to offer is this: live and work for the good of people. Live and work for the good of people. Maybe I should turn here and look at the face of my parliamentarians. You are making American democracy. Please, let us stop it. Let us design something that will help this nation. It is dangerous, and I'm even afraid of the future. I'm afraid of the future. How can you deceive people just by buying cutlass for them? And you pride. Beyond all that I've said, I want to offer just one suggestion to all of us who desire to have good name. You need to serve humanity. Now, the suggestion that I'm going to offer is this: live and work for the good of people. Live and work for the good of people. Maybe I should turn here and look at the face of my parliamentarians. You are making democracy too expensive. Yeah. The monetization of what we call democracy is dangerous. Soon, we are not going to have good leaders because we will need people who have cash. And it doesn't matter where they got the money from. They will win the constituency election. Now, this thing is dangerous.
Nobody is asking them. So when I feel this pain, say Obiba, Abaya Bakunu didn't feel do what 18 years. And Wakotuaba for the first time. Ya boni ne yemu tue kuno. Ghana for ye din hwe. Eye hwe han. Obi abie na 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 Rawlings no ye wudini okuwuni ana wo se. We are judge, they said the Ekoso Supreme Court need the Ekoso Ghana ha. Ekosi atema Ekoso yi. Na se obi ba chi kokun a what the pakro no we save Ghana democracy and we ku kwasia otimi bo man judge timi ka tell say we birth certificate yeah no give you birth to your friend is saying passport
is the primary document
and is a passport no and no one faso na dia passport ni faso na say the pakro judge we obi ko bon tioku na ya save Ghana democracy eku kwasia bia to baabi ye ni kwasa kediniti ekosi enkwasia dan ho. There's so many injustices that ekoso say a whole attorney general timi kwakate obi say brana beye say kodin tro tu ni aso tu ni aga nani na yetimi ya jeli no ni akase NDC eya akronfo when we have an attorney general who is a thief, a broad daylight and robber. Kwa UK heya o flight ne bo nya den na no say no te data so ko America UK heya any 7 hours kra no wadu ko defend Ghana kronunti and Ghana de ka we attorney general what bon what is real they don't know anything law they only know the judges who so call you Nicolas Ndifie o akoye meeting ni wi a wo ma bebu asem na gu obi so onim judge onim mra. And if you look at all these things now we show how people are so proud to have formed a syndicate.
But you only does not apply your case because no Supreme Court, as no High Court.
And so what?
What is your relevance?
Okay, and today for friendly heading. Tell me, or friendly heading. Only him. Who's only movie? Who be defending? I mean, only chairman. He is my lawyer. He was.
Yeah, he said that. May meet him. He could be now.
He was. Who friendly heading? They have been very dubious people. Look, these are people that call themselves lawyers and judges. They are criminals. Anything they do, a criminality. You see, Nipa Omu perpetrating evil against their own brothers and sisters.
Wicked people.
I could find a way. Wait, a lawyer. Now you can't human rights lawyer. Now you're the Gregoria Foko Akotum, your money bail, court judge say Greg Kofie. Akufodo si mama mu mani Kofie. And then me no ka say uni say Gregoria Foko. Akwana ya sentence na ye na kotum no. Uni say Nicodemusly o mako ho prison ho. Any akwana ko din kita ho say ayo ba behwe kwan on be fa so a on be say retrial.
Wow.
Na mpacho aboa odwan ye ni nya emienu. Ye fra de bi double jeopardy. You cannot be prosecuted twice on the same offense.
No.
Say that you had the double jeopardy. The Gregory lead this country.
Hey, please.
I will say that.
No, please. I beg you.
How could human beings be very mean?
Listen, in as much as you
very mean.
Listen, Pacho, I subscribe to
William.
No.
Every word I use has a meaning.
No, but
if you don't understand, take it.
I will not take that meaning. I will not sit here and call Mr. President Kwasi Amin Pacho Debbie.
So do you want a question?
No, I beg you. Now, Saturday I can't be brave, Mr. I mean, a draggy program.
I mean what I say.
He's the president of the land.
Sir, me I won't go on that. President of the land, about that man or more than now. President of the land, no about that man or more than. Oh, and you know, so we share and Kwasi Asame Ekoswa. Now we share Nipa say ometimia ba a whole country like Ghana. Sika ometimia boa no. No many body be so. Say yes say if in Kroma pencil abepe Mahama pencil Ghana carry 122 billion.
Yeah.
Now omun kwetimi a raise over 565 billion.
Yeah.
Within 7 years.
And only external borrowings.
Internal account. Yeah. And no external borrowings no. Sa your friend is saying Esla dia nka ho, Kokobo dia nka ho. So many of those loans are not part of it. Now we share all these syndicated loans nyoma ni nyina nka ho. Now so this is how much they have accrued over the few years Akufo-Addo abema penny. Now obi da so wo monti monka e wo ne fie kwa so. Obi ebre ene na sa nipa wei COVID aba onu atimi asaje wo COVID tax. Onu asa nipa kro wei ene me no ka say oji e levy. Who send this sika mo obi a wasatew. Now can me say you have another definition apart from the American say kwasiana. Fine, it's up to you. Media. I won't say it again. Because when I tear them, nam dini die ema wo. Na kwasiana die trim. Ya me na mo me hu kwasiafo so pa. Me hu omo.
Manenka trim.
Nemom. Me ka di manuasia. Uncle Rex. Ye wasu die da yen so. Se wo manfo. Eno ne edu ba bia Uncle Rex de he ye kan obi o ha ne pa wi ase omodin ono amodin pacho ye hwan ya. Me hano because of one thing. Say asudie da yen so say o manfo nipa bebre ti de ye yase obi kura dwen say ye ho tayen ene ye say ya tare ya nam court wi obi dwen say eh mo de ye ni dwumadi
Ambrose o kasa no aboy ntire mu
pressure
makoy
pressure on ebeka on e pani me de me kokara obechim de dua pressure e wo ye so ono in particular owo court nyana ne phone ringe why late and so na was here all to save the democracy we have because ya weye ebedu baabi no enfofun bedane enkwaye na opani bi your friend Martin Nimula Martin Nimula,
okay.
Ni dine na me refi kakra. Also first they came for the socialist and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Me myself no okay because I'm not a socialist. I'm a capitalist. Then they came for the trade unionist and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews and I didn't speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. Martin Nimula. Uncle Rex a common neno. If you know him, a common neno. We or no hey Opa Mabaumia Samra. He will live his life. Kasa make us say kwase bi tie me. Onu nti da make kasa. Se o ma na adwene no. Na kwase asema hyemu ma se na adwene ne se wo ye MPP ni a sade nye kura de akire se MPP ni no. Onu na make kasa kire ni.
Adwene nye adwuma.
The fact that you are not a socialist and someone is persecuting a socialist doesn't mean you should keep quiet.
Yeah. Your day of referendum.
The fact that we are capitalist, we be a socialist, we be NDC, and now we are MPP, we be a CPP, and now say we say we be a Jehovah Witness, and now say we are Methodist, and we are Pentecost. No, doesn't mean say yeah the idea yeah na kawanutum.
That's right.
Ya tina ho ama ekufuado ni na busuafo Kofi Asante bedi etuo we nom Gabia sa ochidakon we party ba ofake wu yitire mi say we obiti. Uka homo omo ame bobo din adin no ukra na wo ye pani ma wadwene nya adwuma anya wontie o wo de adwene nkyiri ma ho keke se sika Kofi Asante bedi atuo ne yire ejije wo airport ho ade aye o man Ghana sika ne ade asi no wono a privatize ade na ma ne yire last Uncle Rex anya no na ko wa omo so omo mie nwram omo hu se ya ba rice Ghana fo abanti no Kofi Asante bedi atuo yire fami oba Nigeria ni no ena ya privatize ho ama omojiji CIP fo sika wo senka airport joma mata na enya profit enya sa profit na mi no this terminal 3 it is our profit no could not have built something bigger than terminal 3
can we do terminal
and then O24 had to go and beg for some other facility to help them finish with the Kumasi one sika na joma ma je to ho o ma diska no Omusi we crampo no is not being used. Ghana Airport Company. Omasi airport na we Kumasi. Omasi baby edan no omasi. Ade a ye be fa so aeroplane be fa so ebetimi akwa eyini nyina omo antimi amfa sika ne bia anye omadiska. So I just want us to believe say if we don't speak out
First, Mami.
and arise and save this country and believe in the revolution of June 4 and the uprising thereof and undertake adia ebetimi aboa amagana etimi agina brania, then let's all forget about Ghana. Na yen kosa lie they said the yenuanum bi sori a omodi lie ewo ye friend is saying Canada embassy America for ene uko bekohwe nipa omo pa America akọ ene obi kura ka chobi say o asimi nko Togo ara obi dwane akọ. The suffering masses,
It's too much.
it mesre say on a day like this yen kan kayachi
Okay.
na yefa enwu seni ani na yema ene enye se na ho say never again must we allow obi ti se Kufuado owudini mamboyeni nabrabani kontomponi ene ni nua kuma bawomia so mba bedi tumi wo ma we mu biem.
With us live on Accra 100.5 FM Listowel na kusipoku na ote nenkano ote nenkana is a rice gun and can out here Uncle Rex wa hide na chese penimpa utu a rice gun no ana abano na my main kind this brief messages na Uncle Rex Emmanuel Yate say Listowel say louder we suffering in the country lady I don't know Buzet Kwesi also he's such a brave personality so the Listowel came about and so the message Abba and was a brilliant submission from Lord Listowel which I would rather vote Kwekubun Sam than Baumia Koya Kufai or say hey Listo dear I fear him on po 20 years or say Listowel more fire Abubakar Abdul Razak or say how can I waste my time and go to poll stations and vote for Baumia Triakai never Emmanuel Do or say hey Charlie Listo AB Bento say Otudako no wasre Abubakar Abdul Razak say Listo will always make sense Beneza Benelis was the greatest than Otudako Maxwell Lakpabli was no to please don't behave like a Kufuado allow Listo to preach on. Yes, I'll let him preach everything but no coup the man him preaching do you want to be a refugee? Anyways, Baku interest with Baku refugees anyway.
I know to Mpacho me Agorex. I say me kakuna. For when you go any jail.
Oh no, me see me say Mr.
You want nyansa ku wo nyansa.
Na me kura ma nyansa. Say you say oh Niger.
Man for be di peche.
Niger ku no me ye no ku no. Obia ho an.
Na Kufuado onye ku no de tesu.
Obia ho anka. But say ade a ye mra etia de. Emretia. And I understand your passion because me say na be me say makabida. Say me de say me man you soja ni me soja ni anka me ku. And sometimes o person can we and find the consequences because one kasa anje o man ya. O man no
story a OTCC no a platform my friend PENDREAM TV and I uti story no na o feedback we here empa story a watie no any story be our platform no so be a watie a opese o my feedback no fafa WhatsApp message or WhatsApp number 0277128777 na yebebo e wo PENDREAM FM Ghana for nyina ate won ka
Debi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV